Partrick Lambie from 55 metres out to take the lead for South Africa. What drama.
Morning, guys. So we're at Emerald Valley here this morning at Kindlewood Estate, and we'll be chatting to Pat Lambie this morning on the development. Welcome, Pat.
Thank you, Brett.
Richie, Antonia, thanks for putting this together. And it's great to be on this beautiful morning in Kindlewood Estate. It's a beautiful day. We're blessed with some great weather. So, Pat, Emerald Valley is located in the heart of Kindlewood Estate, and the Collins Group has been involved here from its inception. Tell me how this last piece of the puzzle completes Kindlewood Estate.
Yeah, so Collins Residential obviously started with the retirement village just next door to where we're sitting now. And with these 27 sites here, single residential sites, we sort of are taking Kindlewood back to the original authorization that Tonga Tudid had and the original vision that Tonga Tudid had for the development. If you look around, there are very few vacant sites left in the Umhlanga area for development, and so we thought that there would be a good demand and a strong need for people to want to purchase their own piece of land, choose their architect and their builder, design and build their dream home within an already established estate in a community that offers wonderful facilities and in the heart of Umhlanga.
Pat, who does Emerald Valley appeal to?
Okay, so Emerald Valley, it appeals to your executives, it appeals to your families, it appeals to your older generation, it appeals to first-time buyers potentially as well. But we found ourselves within Kindlewood Estate, which already has wonderful facilities that are available to all its residents, including the future residents of Emerald Valley. We have tennis courts and swimming pools and gyms and clubhouses and beautiful walking trails and playgrounds and paddle courts under construction. And so the executive who wants close access to King Shark International Airport or into offices in Umhlanga or into the CBD of Durban, so well located right on with easy links onto the N3, N2, N3. It appeals to your families, obviously, for all the facilities that I've just mentioned, safety and security elements as well. And from an investment point of view, the capital appreciation within gated estates in KZN, particularly Umhlanga and the North Coast, has been significant and has been a lot more meaningful often to a freestanding home within a suburb.
Pat, are pets allowed? Can you install solar? And can you use your own architect?
So yes, on all fronts. So yes, Kindlewood Estate is pet friendly. Yes, you can choose your own architect, although Kindlewood do have a list of accredited architects, obviously to keep all of the homes in line with the aesthetic and the guidelines of Kindlewood Estate, but you can bring your own architect in so long as they conform to those guidelines. And yes, as you can see, we look around here, there are a number of roofs within the estate that already have solar panels added to their energy plan. And I think all new builds at the moment are going to include solar, going to include rainwater harvesting and JoJo tanks for backup water, are probably going to be gas geysers. So your efficiencies and your environmental sustainability efforts on new builds are streets ahead of existing homes at the moment. And so you have the opportunity to future-proof your home and to be, I wouldn't say off the grid, but to have a whole lot of backup and contingency plans in place, as well as keep your monthly costs down from obviously harvesting energy from the sun and water from the rain and etc. etc.
Okay, so this is phase one of the two remaining phases still available. right now. Of the remaining plots, what are they selling for? What are the sizes? And are there any transfer fees?
We have 27 sites available at the moment within Emerald Valley. The second phase that you mentioned will be a few more. At the moment, these sites are on average 1,000 square meters in size, and we have land from 1.8 million rand up to 2.8 million rand, and there are no transfer duties applicable. So because you're buying directly from the developer, VAT registered entity, there's no transfer duty. So your price is your price, includes agent's commission, no transfer duties applicable, and your rates and levies are only payable once you have taken transfer of your property.
Pat, how many days does the buyer have to get their bond approved by their financial institution once they have paid their 10% deposit?
Okay, so the sale transaction would be signing your sale agreement and submitting it to the conveyancers through your real estate agent. You then have 14 days to pay your 10% deposit and 30 days to secure the deal, either through a guarantee or a bond or a combination of all of the above. So essentially for the developer, when he's selling the site, he wants to know that from the date of signature, 30 days later, the full purchase price is secured and it's a bankable deal.
Thanks. So, Pat, it would be a sin not to talk a bit about rugby. And you were the darling to many and the golden boy to others.
Thank you.
And yeah, you're a Durban boy. You went to Michael House. You played the first team rugby, first team cricket. And these are just some of the stats that I looked up on you. And you got some amazing stats, but your first game was with the Sharks when you were 19 years old against Quickwits. You played 71 games for the Sharks, 759 points. And then you had a debut with the Bokke Springboks at 20, and you were their youngest Bok at that time. Am I right to say?
I think that's right.
Yeah. And then you played 56 tests, you scored 159 points, and you the 16th highest Springbok point scorer. You retired at 28 due to medical advice due to your 4 concussions. Now, I actually get goosebumps talking about it and bringing it up. I mean, this game resonates with everyone, with all the South African fans out there. It's 2014. You know the game I'm talking about. We're playing the All Blacks in Ellis Park. The scoreline is 25-24 to New Zealand, and we get a penalty 55 meters out. And you didn't even take a long run up. You just took like 3 steps back, kept your head down, and you hit this ball, and then the stadium went quiet. And we're watching this ball. Flags are up, and we win the game. I mean, just take us a bit, through that and what was going through your mind at that particular moment.
Yeah. Well, firstly, thanks for the intro and all the stats. Can't believe everything you read on the internet. You were pretty much spot on.
Was right.
And then, yeah, it's going back to that day. Look, that was one of the highlights of my career. I think I've said it a few times, but anyone who's interested in rugby in South Africa, certainly boys who have had a passion for the game, they've grown up lining up a kick to beat the All Blacks in their back garden.
No, for sure.
Hundreds of times. So it's it's a childhood dream. And for me then to be in the position to actually experience that firsthand and have that moment, that opportunity was very, very special. Ellis Park at that night, it was calm in terms of weather. There was no wind. It was a beautiful, clear evening. The stadium was full. The energy and the buzz on the ground was outrageous. And so in those big moments that you train for, you have to try and calm your mind and clear your head and not think about the outcome of whether you get the kick over or not. And luckily on that occasion, I was able to do that. I was very relieved that the penalty was 55 meters away and not 15 meters away, so bang in front of the post, because then everyone would have thought, oh, you know, you should kick this with your eyes closed 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, sure.
But then from inside your own half, you sort of maybe would be forgiven if you didn't kick it over. But yeah, I had a few deep breaths, normal run up, with the altitude up there and the adrenaline.
But we all know you're a busy man, so we're going to let you leave shortly. Life after rugby. You're married, 3 children. How's things going?
Thank you. Very well, thank you. It's not an easy transition to go from the sporting world into the real world, the working world. And I feel very fortunate. I've entered a career in property development that I feel like I can stay in and want to be involved in long term. And working for and with Collins Residential has taught me so much in a short space of time. But they've obviously welcomed me with open arms and have plugged me into various projects that they have on the go. And at the same time, grown a family. So like you mentioned, 3 young boys at home and weekends to myself and lots of family time, and loving being back in KZN and particularly on the North Coast. And yeah, so for all intents and purposes, I feel like I found my feet. I'm feeling very settled, very content and excited about the future.
Awesome.
And with the recent reduction in interest rates, I think the property market's going to be just as exciting as being an avid Springbok rugby supporter that's coming up soon. Pat, thank you very much. It was great to spend time with you today.
And please watch out for show dates coming up. And myself and the Bet for Real team will be here, and come and join us.